Hello, my name is Myra Wiley and I'm the Program Director for Hands to Hearts Academy. Today we will be demonstrating brief change for the State Registered Nurse Aide program for the state of Kentucky. With any skill you do, you always have opening steps. Opening steps for the skills are knock on the door, identify yourself, and greet the resident. You want to explain the procedure, gather your supplies, provide privacy. Once you've done those things, then next you want to provide hand hygiene. After hand hygiene, we want to provide safety for the resident. So you'll start off by raising the bed rail on the side of the bed you're on. You'll walk around the bed and you'll raise the bed rail on the opposite side of the bed. And then we will raise the bed for good body mechanics. These beds are crank beds, so you will not see me raising them or lowering them, but you'll hear me verbalize them. Once you decide what side of the bed you're working on, you want to lower that bed rail for good body mechanics for yourself. Now we want to put on gloves. After we put on our gloves, we want to make sure we provide privacy for our resident. Our resident today is Miss Dora. When we're providing privacy, we always start in the middle of the resident and we always open our linens from head to toe to hip to hip. We want to make sure we cover the resident's entire body. Once we have them covered, we'll take the bed linen and we're going to pull it down underneath that bath blanket or privacy blanket that you're using. Once we've got those pulled all the way down, next we're going to ask our resident to roll on their side so we can place a waterproof pad. Ms. Dora, can you roll on your side for me so I can place a waterproof pad under you? I'm going to take the resident, I'm going to roll her on her side, making sure to continue to provide privacy. I'm going to take my waterproof pad and open it up. I know some students say, should it be sideways, should it be long ways? There's really no preference there, just make sure you have it completely underneath your resident. Once you have that waterproof pad under them, now you can pull your bath blanket down just enough to expose the brief area. We're going to undo our brief. And we're going to pull it down to remove it from the resident. Again, we're going to ask the resident to turn on their side so we can entirely remove the brief. Ms. Dora, I'm going to help you roll on your side. Once we remove this soil brief, we will dispose of it in the trash can. In this skill, you do not have to do pericare, but you will verbalize that you perform pericare. So at this step, this is where I would say, I will verbalize pericare. Because I said that, now I have to change my gloves, perform hand hygiene again, and then get a new brief for Ms. Dora. If you were to walk away from the bed, make sure that you put those bed rails up to provide safety for your resident, as your resident's bed is elevated in the air and we don't want them to fall out of the bed. I have Ms. Dora's new brief. During the skill, you'll be watched to make sure that you put the brief on correctly. You want your tabs to be at the top. Ms. Dora, I'm gonna roll you on your side to put your brief under you. I'm going to make sure that I'm continuing to keep privacy for Ms. Dora during the skill. And now I'm going to raise this bed rail up and I'm going to come on the other side. Again, putting my bed rail down because we do not work over the bed rails. And I'm going to have Ms. Dora roll to the other side so that we can pull her brief out. And I will finish my skill on the other side of the bed. So now we're putting on Ms. Dora's new brief. Making sure that it's even on both sides and that she's completely covered. Once we've put the new brief on, now we're ready to move our waterproof pad. So we will roll Ms. Dora on her side. We're going to roll up our waterproof pad, rolling in the side that touched the resident so that it doesn't touch us. Rolling the resident back gently, discarding this in the trash, and removing our gloves. Now we're ready to close out our skill by making sure the resident is comfortable. We're ready to remove our privacy blanket. We will put this in our linen basket. And then we will give the resident her linen back, making sure that we provide the call light that is within reach of the resident. We are going to lower our bed back down for safety. We're going to go on the other side of the bed and lower that bed rail down. We will ask the resident if she needs anything else, perform hand hygiene, record and report what we have done.